From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into The Horse's Mouth here at my bar at Tommy Mac's, where everybody's welcome to have a seat and get a chance to tell their story. Brought to you by our good friends at Foodies Care. Yeah, they're a great organization, helping the homeless and the hungry right here in Northeast Florida. We got a one-on-one situation at the bar. That's right. Always love our one-on-ones. Robert Hutcherson is here. He's an Air Force veteran, and he's also a consultant when dealing with federal contracts and business. So let's get into it right here at the bar with Sir Robert. Hey, Robert, how are you, my friend?
Good,
Good to see you.
outstanding.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
8 years in the Air Force.
Absolutely.
All under Reagan.
All under Reagan.
That's impressive. That's impressive. What did you learn the most from being in the military, do you think? When you transferred to civilian life, what'd you bring with you?
You got to be mission focused.
Okay.
And so in the military, it's all about the mission. And so there's alignment. If there's not alignment with that mission, the mission doesn't get done, or people get hurt, and all of that kind of thing.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, you're dealing with lives.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys are really organized too. Like I told you, my brother served. He's a crew chief. I remember when he first came home. You know, he's putting his clothes away, and his shirts were like these little squares, you know, stacked in tens. I'm like, what the heck is that? He's like, this is what we do. You know, so you are so strategic. Yeah. And then getting out to the real world can be challenging because not everybody's like that, like you are inside.
Absolutely.
Right, when you're serving. So tell us about optimizing what you're doing in the world.
Sure, absolutely. So it probably ran in my blood. My dad is an Air Force veteran too as well. Yep. And he did methods and standards to try and improve things and the way things worked and all that.
Operations, if you will.
Operations and stuff. Yep. And so basically Optimize was created back in 2010, basically looking at deploying the methodology that I created. Okay. So it's called organizational optimization.
Okay.
So it's all
optimizing your organizational skills.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, the organization as a whole.
As a whole.
Absolutely.
Gotcha. Okay.
So basically, everybody has a strategy. It's all about strategic execution.
Yep.
So that an organization can run effectively, you're doing the right things, and efficiently. You know, you're doing it, you know, it could be from a time perspective or from a cost perspective, that sort of thing. And so when everybody's, you know, working on all cylinders,
correct,
it's optimized. Right. And so that is the goal.
It's like a football team.
Absolutely.
Or any sport.
Absolutely.
Or any team,
Absolutely. Right? Just like the military, same thing. Yeah. And just like in sports too. When somebody's not pulling their weight or whatever, you get on their ass or whatever to make things happen.
Correct.
Same thing in the military.
Yep. But it's got, I call it the trickle down, right? Yeah. The head coach, the CEO, it's got to go all the way to the medical, you know, trainer taping ankles. Yeah. You know what I mean? All on the same page, all for the one mission.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
So I was blessed to work with a number of generals in the Medical Command, Army Central Command in Kuwait, who were open-minded.
Okay.
And so we basically looked at the top strategic issues and figured out how to solve those issues from a strategic standpoint.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so it could be the drawdown in Iraq. You know, how can we identify IUDs?
Okay.
You know, saving lives.
Mines in the water.
No, absolutely. Crazy. Absolutely. Yeah. And so spent a lot of time in Afghanistan, Kuwait, and that part of the world. Yep. And we saved the military over $4 billion in operational costs.
Wow.
Yes.
That's nice.
Absolutely.
Is it, Robert, is it like a software thing, or is it just you wrote it out, you know, like this is how we follow it. You got to make sure everyone follows it, right?
Yep.
So my assistant coaches, I don't know how the rankings go, you know, whatever, the lieutenants, the majors, the generals, all that, right? It's got to be that trickle down. But my assistant coaches, they got to be the ones that drill that into the cadets, if you will, right?
No, absolutely. There's got to be organizational alignment.
Right.
And a lot of companies and organizations, everybody's. So if your back's not in alignment, you're going to be hurting.
That's right.
And you're going to need surgery and all that kind of stuff. When an organization is not in alignment, it's hurting too as well. Yeah. Possibly financially or customer service or whatever.
Yeah, can't have someone going rogue.
No, absolutely.
On their own.
Absolutely.
Unless they do a good job.
Yeah.
Then maybe we'll think about bringing it in, right?
No, absolutely.
All right, tell us about the book. I know you wrote this book, Journey to Optimization.
Yep. So the first one was published back in 2014.
Okay.
And so it was about the methodology. This one is like an updated version, looking at all the changes in the last 10 years and that sort of thing, be it AI or all the, stuff that's out there. And if an organization is interested, there's a journey that they need to go about to get to that optimization.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter whether you're IBM or a mom and pop or whatever, you may be good at certain things, but I doubt you're good at everything.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, so
well, like for instance, like the creatives of the world sometimes have tough with the operations, right? People that are great at operations, they're not that creative sometimes.
Yes.
You try to find that balance.
Yes.
Right? How do you find it? Through one of your methodologies, right?
And that's a key point too, because relationship optimization is key.
Yeah.
A lot of organizations do not focus on that. So you think about it, if one group is here and the next group is, down the line, how good is that relationship there to optimize what they need? So everybody's a customer or a supplier down the line.
Yeah.
And so if those relationships are not optimized, the end result is not going to be optimal.
I can see why you are going to go into the commercial world, right? There's a
Yes.
lot of parallels
Yes.
to that, right? Like what you're saying. Doesn't matter if we're talking military, if we're talking a business out there, like you said, mom and pop or a big corporation. It's all that kind of same type of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I deployed Lean Six Sigma way back when.
Okay.
And worked with hospital systems
Okay.
in Houston, South Florida, and several other groups too as well.
Okay.
And so you're exactly right.
Hospitals especially, man. People don't trust the hospital world these days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And not everybody does their job. I've witnessed it firsthand, like we all have. You know, you're like, you don't feel like, just like bedside manner's gone, your number, they forget. It's amazing to me, this will rock you. Well, you probably already know this. My mother was in the hospital. God bless her. God rest her soul. She was in the hospital in and out for different times. You know how many times different people, doctors, nurses, whatever, they didn't know her story at all. I'm like, do you read the chart? Like, I've already told you the situation. This isn't her norm. She fell or whatever happened to her. And I swear it'd be doctor after doctor. I'm like, do you guys not talk to each other?
Yeah.
It's amazing. So,
No, I know.
like you're talking about, they're not optimizing anything in that situation.
No, and still using fax machines and stuff like that. It's like, know.
Yeah. Chart at the end of the bed.
Yeah.
And then fill it out half the time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But that's what you're talking about, right? So, like,
Absolutely.
for a hospital, it could be any business, any military.
No,
but something's missing in that chain that the care is not where it needs to be.
Yeah. No,
right?
absolutely. And so you want to optimize that customer experience, obviously, because people are going to talk about the good experience or the horrible experience.
Yeah. You sound like you'd be good for professional sports, too.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like that, because that's what you need.
Yeah.
And it's hard for that head coach to get it all the way down through everybody. Yeah. How does he do it? He does it through his assistants. Yeah. You know, if someone screws up, make sure you fix that. I don't want to have to be the one to fix it, but I will. But I'm expecting you, assistant coach guy, to go down there in your meeting room and make sure he never does that again. Right?
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
It would be nice to optimize the Jags.
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So that everything, it doesn't matter, from ownership on throughout the organization, the fan experience and all that. I think they're going down a good path.
Yeah.
They're
in the right spot.
Absolutely.
All right, what do you do for fun, man? I know your brain's always moving and spinning and thinking of stuff like mine is in a different way, but what do you do for fun? How do you relax?
Well, I
don't.
We travel.
There you go.
We travel. We were supposed to be in Dubai, but our flights got canceled with Air France and all that. But we were supposed to be in Dubai. We're going to Singapore in August.
Cool.
And with my fiance, we were just in Wyoming, so got to experience all that.
Cool.
So
you get around, you move around a little bit.
Yeah. But it's making good memories.
That's good.
At whatever.
Right, and you could probably do your job from time to time and have a little. Right, so if you're going to Dubai, like, you got to do some business. Hey, honey, I got to do some business, and then we can have some fun.
No, absolutely. The company that we're starting here focused on commercial and so forth, too. There's an element, so wrote another book. It's like, how do we apply these principles to people? Optimize your life. So got that published or whatever. We're fixing to launch all that out there, too. So, as humans, we may be a billionaire, but are you truly enjoying life?
You happy?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
How's your relationships?
That's right.
How's your health?
Yeah.
All of those kind of things. So with that, it's more about the emphasis of it doesn't matter whether you're 65,
Yep.
or 20.
That's right.
Take a look at yourself and say, I know I'm weak here. I
Yep.
need to focus here and all that kind of stuff.
Totally.
So the categories there are decision making,
Yeah.
relationships, love,
Yep.
spiritual, how, you know what I mean? All of those kind of
Absolutely.
things.
You know too, how many times have you had to go to a meeting or event that you didn't want to go to, but you went anyway, and then something great happened?
Yeah.
You met somebody,
Yeah.
it was a good networking experience, whatever,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
It happens all the time.
Absolutely.
But you've got to be the one that says, okay, I'm going to go do it.
No, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, we got one life.
That's right.
And so it's like, make the most of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about yesterday, but there's something you can do about,
No doubt.
tomorrow or today.
Yeah, well, I'm an example of that because I am a lead singer in a cover band called the Dad Bods.
Sweet.
Never sang in my life,
Yeah.
and at age 50, we started a band.
That's
Play every month.
outstanding.
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah,
outstanding.
you only live once, right? Why not?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
so
the way I
so
look
it's
at
like
it.
you gotta enjoy the journey.
Totally.
You gotta enjoy life
ends.
and stuff.
It
Yeah,
ends. I lost
yeah.
my mother in February. 94, lived a great life, but
Yep.
it ends for us all.
Yep.
So might as well live it to the fullest.
Yep.
And do it right so you're not screwing yourself up.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, we all get kicked to the side.
No doubt.
Go through a divorce, go through
Punch
all
in
of
the
those
gut.
kind of things,
Yep.
but it's like, you know what? You write another chapter,
That's right.
with a positive attitude and, and try to make.
Like Led Zeppelin
better.
says, you can always change the road you're on.
No, absolutely.
How about that, Robert?
Absolutely.
Good to see you, my
Outstanding.
friend.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much. All right, that'll do it for us this time around. Check out Robert's profile at the bottom of this episode page. You'll see his name. Click on it. Maybe you want to get in touch with him. Maybe you want to learn more about what he's doing. Maybe he can help you as well. And you can do it all right there at the dailynewsnetwork.com website. Till next time, y'all stay safe out there. Y'all be cool, too. We'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.